Yeah, because if I remember correctly, there is a boss here I can go fight. And I've cleared out enough of the enemies that I can just walk straight on to said boss. Yeah, if I'm just careful about how I walked past these, I don't have to duel them. Yeah, this should be the Mir Superion that's up here. In front of you stands one of the largest constructs you've ever seen. In contrast to the golems below, its shape seems to be less modeled after other humanoids and a more unique form of its own. Behind the machine you see the remnants of many books pulled from the shelves below, now torn asunder. Note, this encounter is difficult and optional. So if I get anywhere close to Mir Superion, yeah, he's gonna chase me down. Okay, if I'm fast enough, if I use the green staff, I guess I could just run past them. Portal provides a quick route to the entrance. Oh, you can run right past Mir Superion, but that's a little anticlimactic. I wonder if the bug is still in place where you defeat him and he doesn't actually go away. I wonder if that bug is still there. I mean, only one way to find out, really. So I'm gonna have Skrell Defectormite for a turn 1 play. Oh wait, but if everything he plays is just gonna be colorless, though, can't really like achieve anything with giving protection from a specific color if all his stuff is colorless. Infect. Well, I guess if there's like too many creatures on the board, I can always just wipe out like all of them. Okay, that's a 3-2, right? I'll just block on my 2-3. At least gain some life. I guess I could like at least block something, take some damage, still survive. And if he plays more creatures, I'll just then play a Supreme Verdict, wipe the board that way. Oh, okay, this can't block, never mind. Alright, Supreme Verdict it is then. But then just, yeah, watch him draw even... Yeah, just... watch him draw more creatures. He just played 3 more. Oh, we can make all non-basic lands turn into islands. That would include mine as well. I could just play this down straight away. But what if I maybe want to flashback a Supreme Verdict? Then I wouldn't be able to do that anymore. I'll just play the Oculus now. Okay, what does that do? Return target mirror card from graveyard to hand. Then can just basically do that over and over again. Unless I could somehow get rid of this. Can literally repeat, rinse, repeat, do that over and over. Okay, at least get that. Gets him to 20. I'll just pass. Yeah, so I know that's coming back. Attack with literally everything. That's yeah. I'm gonna get rid of that 4/4. And then immediately throw a Journey to Nowhere onto the thing that's giving +1/+1. Unless he just, I don't know, goes and finds another. Cast my commander. Okay, he just creates a... Okay, now it's a 2/2. Uh-huh. I'll allow that to hit me. Where does he keep getting all his cards from? Like, holy, where do these all keep coming from? I guess I can attack like this and still do 5 damage there. Yep. Attack with everybody or no? Just these two. Yeah, this is the thing that's giving all his mirrors +1/+1. I want to bounce that back. Yeah, I want that to get returned back. Just want to go recast that. Okay, I can... Oh, never mind. This is indestructible. So Witch Enchanter can't clear it. Yeah, we can't clear that. It's indestructible. Okay, the thing that just lets him just keep re-adding cards back from his graveyard to hand, that I should get rid of. Yeah, that should certainly go. Alright, one of his creatures is gone. One of them, though. I totally can't counter that, though, can I? He has way more than enough mana so Force Spike's not going to be an issue for him. This only hits non-creatures. Yeah, that resolves. I already found something that can just destroy it. If I just attack with everything, so let's just see what's going to happen if everything swings. Okay, we still killed them once. Since this is a boss fight, it's a best 2 out of 3. This means I gotta just do it all. I just gotta do that again. And this means I have to literally perform this again. Yeah, I'm fine with going second. I'll be okay going second here. So I already have something I can literally do turn 1, because I just drew Mox Sapphire in my opening hand. I'm letting them hit me. Marsh Flats into Tundra, yes, we'll do that. I'll cast the Commander. This will attack. I'll draw and discard, let's see. I think that'll just go. Oh, wow. He did not have another land in hand to play. He missed the land drop on turn... Wow, on turn 2, he just missed the land drop. Alright, 2 Angel Tokens attacking. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of damage dealt just now. Exalted Sunborn, yes, and then I can always just cast it for 5 later. Yeah, I'll just put that back in his hand, I suppose. If I need to just remove something from his field. Or I guess I can just play the Shorakai Genesis Engine. I guess I can just also play this for, like, more card advantage, also. Okay, now he's able to start just dumping his hand onto the field again. Only needing 3 lands to do so. None of these creatures do fly, though. And I can play Treasure Cruise for no mana, since now this has enough chorus counters on it. Mere Reservoir. Mishra's Workshop, wow. A land that just taps for 3 mana. Except you can only spend it on artifact spells, but that's pretty much his entire deck, so does it really matter? Yeah, that's basically his entire deck. I'll get rid of one of his many creatures. And might as well flash this in too. Alright, discard one of these. Again, let's just attack with the creatures that fly. And because Malcolm isn't getting, like, removed or anything, was able to hit, like, 4 or 5 turns in a row, I can just cast more stuff for free. Again, Witch Enchanter, get rid of the Reservoir. Any attacks or no? Okay, not gonna attack. I'll remove that by putting it back into his library. And now I can just go grab any instant or sorcery I want. I'll grab this and overload it. Could go search for basics. Could go search for a basic land for each creature that I exiled that way, but his deck must not have any basics. His deck clearly won't have any. Otherwise, yeah, he definitely would have. Oh, I got a Mishra's I got his Mishra's Workshop. If I want to play my own, like, artifact deck, then yeah, we have a Mishra's Workshop in our collection now. This is a land that you tap it, and then it won't untap the turn after. You can only make mana with this thing every other turn, so no thank you, I'll pass. Urza's is mine if I want to, like, maybe do, like, a Lands Matter deck and assemble all of these. Make a lot of mana that way. Doc Ock, Evil Inventor. With this monstrous machine out of action, defeating its relatively smaller companions could be left to lesser adventures. You've already found the documents Sir Donovan wanted. And can now go and report back to him, and... Okay, now okay, so now it stays dead. Alright, so now it dies properly if you beat it. So you can't just refight it over and over if you want. Deliver the research to Great Lighthouse. Why don't I just teleport there immediately? But that's not Xerxes, that's not the elf that's speaking to you. I take it you're expecting my associate. Xerxes is on leave indefinitely. Only once he has fully overcome the grief of Guinevere's passing, another of my employees who he had somewhat of a relationship with. I get another amulet, so I'll contact him whenever I want to continue this quest line. Also a map of a place to explore. Look for signs that the two groups are connected or distinct. Use the amulet when you're done and we'll find somewhere to meet. Basically like another step in this quest line you just gave me. Is this any good? Interesting, but I think I'll still pass on that. Oh, all mountains become plains, and that's just hilarious. That's just hilarious to counter a mono red deck that just runs all mountains. Iron Man? What does Iron Man do? Create a treasure token whenever he attacks, then you sacrifice a non-creature artifact. If you do, search your library for an artifact with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value. Okay, so basically like Birthing Pod but for artifacts and on attack. Yeah, these guys can have some of the cards I don't want. I think I'll let go of these also. Yeah, you can have some of the cards I really don't want. Okay, I am tracking this quest. Coral Hold. Wait, where was that I accepted a quest for? I guess I accepted a quest but never got around to it. Ideally, I have to go find that town again so I can complete it properly. I probably have to go find said town again, let's be real. I mean, I'm sure it was, like, really, like, close to the library. So if I can just get back to the library. Yeah, if I can, but this guy's gonna get in my way. I might as well just put this on the field, since I have it. Okay, so I guess that's all it does. I'll cast the commander. And then, yeah, I suppose it'll start attacking now. I'm just gonna counter this thing, whatever it is. And then Brainstorm, yeah, just to see what I would draw into. Yeah, I still got him. Gain control of target equipment, then create a 0/0 black germ creature token and attach that equipment to it. I guess if anyone ever plays like a super powerful equipment against me, then it might be perhaps nice to have that. So where was this town again before I completely forget about that quest I accepted earlier? Before I end up completely forgetting about it. I suppose I can fight some of the elves along the way. Yeah, so I guess that's gonna resolve. I'll just cast my commander anyways, and then next turn I can just probably throw this on it. Yeah, I'm fine with that hitting me. Alright, I'll just draw another land card, I see. I'll just pass. Interesting. I'm just gonna win the game here with the Angel Token and Geists of St. Traft at that point. I'm just gonna win the game. Create a token that's a copy of a non-saga token you control. That's if I want to play a token-based deck, ever. So, first things first, do I even remember where the library was? Because I remember the town I did that quest with the elves was close by. Will I even remember where the library was? If I track the quest, will it at least point me back to the town once I complete the quest? Okay, a Priest of Titania. Add 1 green for each elf in play. Alright, so yeah, now we'll be able to do something here. Okay, I'm gonna let this thing go. Okay, I think this I'm just going to counter. That's pretty good for 2 mana. Only 2 mana there. And then after that, I suppose I'll just pass. Yeah, if my opponent just pays 6, they can turn this into like a... It'll become a 6/7. I'll just let it hit me. Alright, no more cards left to play, apparently. Okay, that's an old card. Okay, so you're telling me it's a 4-mana 1/1. Okay, at least it has flying. 3 green and tap. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Yeah, green typically really wasn't the color that was about about flying creatures. Oh, why does this have to be like a 1/1 for 4 mana though? I mean, at least you could repeatedly give stuff flying over and over again, but yikes. At this steep a mana cost though, I'll pass. That's gotta be another elf, right? Yep. Okay, sure. Alright, so it doesn't do anything, it doesn't have any effects on the battlefield at least. Elvish Guidance attached to forest. Okay. Okay, so it's just gonna make more mana this forest. Sheltered by Ghost will just get rid of that. Its controller adds an extra green to their mana pool for each elf in play. Alright, so yeah, as of late, it's doing absolutely nothing. I'll just throw a counter spell at that. Alright, turn 5 kill there. Expect a greater challenge now. Deal with the best that the elves can throw at you. And Coral hold in order to halt their attacks. You've gathered the attention of the elves, elite hunters, and more powerful druids. Expect a greater challenger now. Yeah, just wait for, I guess, someone to show up. That looks like he could qualify. But I got these other guys following me, too, that I don't really want to duel right now. Thinking I might have to at this point. Kinda might have to at this rate, thinking about it now. Or I guess I could duel this elf. If this is going to let me actually complete the quest, we'll see. Yeah, there's just, the 1 blue mana, turn any creature into a 1/1 with no abilities. Okay, so my opponent really didn't play anything, apparently. Must be short on land or something. Really must be short on land, it looks like, at this point. Yeah, I guess I'll just be attacking over and over again until the elf dies. Okay, that I'm probably just gonna put back into her hand. I'll just put that back in the elf's hand. And there we go. Barely even had to do anything there, apparently. Okay, now we need to walk back to Coral Hold. We'll just follow the arrow. Hopefully the arrow's pointing me in the right direction. The elves are still angry about the defilement of their sacred tree, but your efforts in defending Coral Hold have convinced them to forego revenge for now. Alright, so yeah, we did it. Interesting. Make a legendary creature unable to block. Unable to be blocked except by artifact or black creatures. If I find myself playing black again, that's worth considering running. Okay, yeah, I already do own a Steam Vents, though. Nothing else, like, seriously interesting showing up here, though. So the dig site. Where is that supposed to be exactly? Oh, the wastelands? So that would be... yeah, closer to the center of the map. Yeah, I mean, if you say so. Closer to the center, if you say so. Also, what's in this tower? I guess we'll also just quickly visit this tower. And duel a few of the enemies inside. Alright, we'll keep that hand. Tundra, and pass. First strike and haste. Equip abilities that target this cost 3 less to activate. I'll just put this back into this, put this back into his hand, slow him down. Honestly, that's probably not gonna really slow him down at all. Two, 3, it can't attack unless it's enchanted or equipped, and oh, okay, now there's 2 of them. And then we can start, yeah, like looking for... Yeah, we can start looking next turn for another land that can make white, then I'll just drop this. Well, I guess I'll just draw a card off Wall of Omens in the meantime. Loxodon Warhammer. Polluted Delta... Okay, yeah, into Hallowed Fountain. Supreme Verdict. Just, yeah, get rid of everything on the board there. And then we'll pass. Okay, immediately gonna go back to me. I think I got rid of pretty much all those creatures and just completely blew them out. I'll just treasure cruise, I suppose. Just wanted to see what I could find, maybe. I have plenty of lands in my name already. And now he'll have to also recast that again, too. So yep, I gotta discard something. Yeah, I have plenty of cards in my name already, clearly. I'll just, at this point, I'll simply just put the Snapcaster onto the battlefield. That way we got something we can actually kind of start attacking with. Because at this point, yeah, we might as well just start actually putting creatures on the battlefield so we can start attacking. Okay, there's that Loxodon Warhammer again. I'll just grab a simple counterspell at this point. I suppose I'm just gonna grab that. Alright, so attack with everything we have so far. Nothing. He actually has nothing. Alright, so we're gonna Alpha Strike here. Let's just win the game with Psionic Blast. Do 4 damage to the face with a blue spell. 4 burn damage with a blue spell. I guess I'll defeat this Master White Wizard while I'm here also, and then just take my loot and leave. Gather the townsfolk, make 2 1/1 white humans, sure. I'll just play a 2/3 and then pass. Cast my commander, attack with Dennick, and then pass it on back. Each creature loses all abilities and is a 1/1 creature. Okay, safe to say I wasn't expecting that. Each creature is 1/1 and has no abilities. Didn't expect that. Godhead of Awe, and 2 planes in hand. Each creature loses all abilities, so these will also just become 1/1s if he plays them. Unless I just... Oh wait, this is gonna enter with no abilities. Okay, I can't use that to blow up Humility. This is also gonna enter with no abilities. Yeah, talk about a bad trade. Also a 1/1 with no other abilities. So yeah, base power toughness 1/1. So I can still increase its stats with something like a Sword of Feast and Famine, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. And I get to untap my lands, that's even better. Creatures with power 2 or less can't attack you. This has power 3, so that can still attack. Yeah, imagine if I didn't have Sword of Feast and Famine on this thing. Do I just search my deck for more cards that can increase power toughness? And see which one I end up getting? I'm thinking with the board state that we're looking at here, I'm just gonna search for a bunch of equipment and auras. And see which one I end up getting. Okay, that is a pretty nice one to get. I guess I'll take the reference off the board. And this will also just come into my hand. And then I guess we'll just pass turn. I see. Now I can just make a 1/1 soldier every turn. Alright, I'm gonna literally just draw 2 more land cards. Okay, I guess he just blocked with something. Creature tokens get +1/+1. Including my token as well. Funnily enough, my token also. Attack with both of these? So this is how the blocks are going to be done. Yeah, we really don't need this many land cards at this point. Another Leyliner the Meek. Yeah, also extremely convenient that I can just make pilot tokens every turn. Usually I'm typically just playing this for the card advantage. Draw 2, discard 1 every single turn. Return up to 1 target artifact, creature, enchantment to its owner's hand. We're gonna put Humility back into his hand. Alright, so now I'm gonna be able to do a lot more damage. Especially since this has its ability to, like, make a 4/4 every time it attacks again. I guess in the meantime, I'll also get rid of that mobilization as well. Gonna knock that out, too. Oh, he's just gonna cast another mobilization. And I guess make, like, 1 guy with it. And then I'll just do way more damage than they can possibly block. A white creature that you can just tap to do 1 damage to one damage to a player. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, investigate. For each creature that attacks you, for each of them, you get a clue token. Interesting now. Can I pick up any good loot in here? Let's see. Kyrie, the Swirling Sky. What does this do? When Kyrie dies, choose 1, return any number of target non-land permanents with total mana value 6 or less to their owner's hands. Mill 6 cards and return up to 2 instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. I think I'll still probably just sell it and everything else in here back. I got stuck on the corner of the table again. Okay, why can I not walk through here to grab? Okay, now I can. Return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Total power 10 or less. I have a deck with that's like full of 0 or 1 power creatures but have like a lot of toughness. I just wish this did not cost like a whopping 7 mana though to cast. enchanted creature gains protection from the chosen color, and I can just return this to owner's hand whenever need be. Yeah, with that, then I guess I'll just leave. Try and just maneuver on through here, but... yeah, I got all this stuff in the way. Oh, what is this over here? What is this castle supposed to be? Oh, Slowbat's factory. Oh, it's a factory. Okay, so, yeah, I believe there was a boss fight here. I believe that's a boss fight. If I'm not if I remembered correctly. I mean, yeah, like the gold and the mana shards, those are at least like easy pickings. I guess even the treasure, because it's not that hard to just bait this guy to move away from it. Do I still want to play Geist of St. Traft, or just play another deck instead against this? Yeah, against Slowbat here. It's going to be a boss fight. How's my Aragorn deck doing as of late? How has this been doing? Any upgrades we can make to the Aragorn deck as of late? Oh, if I need to just kill something for 1 mana, and yeah, if I just need to kill something with 3 or less toughness for 1 mana, that can certainly get the job done. Okay, we already are playing a Lightning Bolt in our deck. And a Preordain. I guess I'll throw that in as well. So I'll have to just go and obviously take 2 cards out, if anything. Snapcaster Mage I'll probably put in the deck at this point. That one I'll definitely want to just play. Maybe this too. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I heard that's always a good card. Don't really have like that many ways to put +1/+1 counters on my creatures, so I guess for this deck, I don't think I'll bother with Kilo Apogee Mind. I'll put Jace the Mind Sculptor into this deck also, I suppose. We'll do that here as well. Oh, and Lorien revealed. Okay, that too. So we're, yeah, nearly done taking cards out. How many creatures did I leave in the deck again? I have 26 in here. I think that is reasonable still. So yeah, I believe this is a boss fight. I'm gonna try Aragorn, King of Gondor against it. I'm gonna try, like... Yeah, I'm just gonna try, like, the simple, like, tempo, card advantage commander here. Yeah, basically, you play this, you become the Monarch, and then you just use a bunch of cheap removal and counter magic to hold on to that, and then just slowly but surely kill your opponent by just having more cards to work with than they do. Each non-creature artifact is an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost. Oh, so this, including this, I have a free 5/5 to use against them. I'll have a free creature to basically play against them, it looks like. It's looking like it might be a while before he actually casts anything. I see 2 6-drops, a 7-drop, and a 9-drop in his hand. Probably gonna be a while before he actually casts anything. So yeah, I get to attack for 5 damage for free turn after turn. Whenever you're dealt damage, create X scrap tokens. Okay, this I forgot about too. If you have 5 scrap tokens, then he'll sacrifice that many, and then yeah, he'll make a construct that gets +1/+1 for each artifact, and then he'll sacrifice those tokens. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 10 or more scrap tokens, exile all scrap tokens and conjure a Darksteel Colossus onto the battlefield. Alright, so I'll have to not do too much damage too quickly. Unless I can just end the game on the spot, that is. Okay, so that's a 3-2? No, 3-4. Swords to Plowshares I'll just throw there. Alright, so yeah, now I'm the Monarch. Okay, I see. Wonder if I could maybe get rid of this too. I mean, I would have to attack for Condemned to deal with it, so I guess for now, no. Or I could just do that, that works too. Trample Haste. If you cast it, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. Okay, we got a bunch of 2/4s just we gotta deal with now. Well, I suppose I can also make everything he has come into play tapped. And also can remove a creature with Palace Jailer. So I can deal a lot of damage straight to the face here. Then all that's gonna turn into a Darksteel Colossus on his next upkeep. But if I just have something that can actually deal with the Darksteel Colossus, we'll be fine. Also, the fact that it comes in tapped is nice. Whenever this attacks, exile the top 5 cards of your library. If you do, it has affinity for artifacts. Okay, it also comes in tapped. So yeah, clearly it won't be attacking or anything, it's coming in tapped. Yeah, I have the crown still, so yeah, nothing he has can actually block, so I'll just go in with, I guess, everything again except for the Skull Clamp. He's at 6 life. So I got him already down to 6 here. Okay, yeah, this too could, I guess. Okay, but he has plenty of creatures, so... Crew 5. Yeah, he has plenty of creatures, so maybe this won't be so good. Attacking with anything or no? Oh, not attacking with anything at all. I might as well just play this with the open mana that I have. Again, I can just attack past everything since I still have the Crown and Aragorn here attacking. Yeah, sure he can dump a lot of artifacts onto the battlefield, but... if he can't actually kill me and he can't actually block, then... big whoop. We're gonna try this hand. Alright, I'll play both Giver of Runes and Mother of Runes and then pass. Haste. Oh, not gonna attack though. Oh, because this is in the way. Alright, just, yeah, I gave him 5 scrap tokens. Son of a gun, swinging with this already, huh? Alright, basically, let's just neuter that. Yeah, I only take 3, it's fine. Okay, there's still a 3-5 sitting here. Now to figure out what I can maybe do about that. Alright, cast my commander. I guess maybe just leave this around to block. Yeah, since we're drawing an extra card every single turn once again. Tap these down to crew this so it can attack. So that can now attack. Oh wait, I don't have anything that flies, so I'm not able to block it even. So yeah, now he's gonna be the one drawing cards every turn unless I can take that crown back. I guess I'll just Lightning Bolt to get that off the field. Okay, I have my crown back. Seven, 9. Can just tap that down just by itself to crew this again, I see. 6 toughness. So that will attack. Don't have anything that flies, so I can't block this. Goblin Influx Array? That's not a creature, so this can't hit it. Okay, now I have a flying creature at least. Yo, but still. Okay, I have my crown back, but now I gotta figure out, because like Darksteel Colossus is on its way, so I gotta figure out what to do about that. Now that I know that's on its way. An 11/11 Trample Indestructible is on his way. Or 11/13, that doesn't really change anything though now, does it? Essence Scatter this. This time I guess let's block, and also do... Wait, am I not allowed to do that? Is that not a creature or something? Eiganjo, Sea of the Empire, do 4 damage here. And then this is gonna do 2 damage, so this should finally die. Yeah, I'm just seeing what I could perhaps find here that could help me out. Why don't I just make my own copy of this? Why don't I just give myself a copy? Yeah, 2 can play at that game. Alright, I just gave him I just gave him 10 more scrap tokens. I think, yeah, I think I will just completely tap out, just so I can draw some more cards. Oh. I just accidentally got rid of it. Yeah, target it with anything, it just goes away. Right. Goblin War Chief. Goblins you control have haste. Where are all these creatures coming from? Now, where is everything coming from exactly? Well, I don't think it matters what I do here. For sure I'm gonna take damage. No, really, where did all those cards come from? Yeah, we're just gonna, at that point, we're just gonna overload a Cyclonic Rift. Because this was starting to seriously get out of hand. And he's got, like, yeah, 15 cards in hand. If he can just still, like, rapid fire dump everything onto the battlefield. Anyways. Is that all I can cast? Discard back down to 7. Yeah, this is much more manageable. This is way more manageable already. Let's see what I find off of Preordain. Nice. I think I'll definitely take the Lightning Helix. I have... Wait, I was clicking too fast. Yeah, I guess I'll give him another turn by mistake. So let's see how much stuff he's gonna cast. Basically all of it. Alright, we'll do Sheltered by Ghosts here. Does anything on this field of his fly? Doesn't look like it. His creatures can't block regardless. I have nothing to worry about. Alright, so yeah, give me that sweet loot. $5,000 gold. Slowbad's Iron Boots. 77 shards and permanently 1 extra starting life. We didn't even have to do any of that. We just sort of happened to find that along the way. And just went and did it anyways. So the dig site is... yeah, this arrow is starting to point into the swamp? Okay, the dig site is here. Yeah, it's surrounded by swampland. I was definitely getting confused for a second. I thought we weren't supposed to be in the swamp. Is this a town I've ever visited? I'm not even sure if I've maybe been to this town yet. Okay, somebody's bought something here, so yeah, I would have been, definitely would have been here. Yeah, since I can actually pick up some of these cars I might have just left behind earlier because I couldn't afford them earlier. Now I suppose I'll pick them up. Oh yeah, this I also already own, apparently. Clay Champion. Enters with 3+1/+1 counters on it for each pair of green mana spent to cast it. For each to choose up to 2 target creatures you control for each pair of white spent to cast Clay Champion, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those other creatures. I think I'll pass. I don't remember what this does, but it was at least a decent commander in these colors. Might as well pick it up while it's there. That's another really old card. Really wish it didn't cost like so much mana to just make the demon tokens that it makes. Until end of turn, target creature with Defender gains haste can attack as though it didn't have Defender and assigns combat damage with its toughness. That's a nice pickup for Felithar right there also. So, what do I have to do in here exactly? Search Archaeological Dig and compare the mechanized occupants with your previous encounter. So I guess just explore the area. Oh, okay. It's just gonna make a construct token, I see. Alright, I'll be fine with that hitting me. Dancing Sword. In response to equipping Dancing Sword? I guess in response to the equip? Yeah, we'll just kill it with the Galvanic Discharge. Might as well. Just seeing what I draw and discard into. Okay, then. And then I guess I'll just, again, pass for now. Mountain, Forest, Plains, and Swamp? Is my opponent really trying to play 5-color here? Looks like they're seriously trying to play 5 colors. I suppose, yeah, cast my commander. Okay, then. Really puzzles me that he's doing absolutely nothing with these lands right now. He's pretty much doing, like, nothing at the moment. Okay, there's a creature. When Su-Chi dies, this controller gains 4 colorless mana. That is still not going to be a problem, though. Considering, yeah, his creatures can't even block. What's in here? I guess I really have to investigate in here, huh? Collection of gears, yet you see no way to turn them. A lever that I can't interact with either. I guess we'll just duel a bunch of these robots, machines, and see what happens. I think I'll just pitch the Cavern of Souls. I already have another land here in hand anyways. Interesting. I'll just throw a Lightning Helix at it. He's stuck on 2 lands. That's rough. Yeah, that's gonna make my job incredibly easy. Machine over matter. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, let it go to my hand then. Oh, whoops. I thought this had, like, 4 chorus counters on it by now. I thought I was just gonna get to cast Aragorn for free. Now I just, like, put him in my graveyard and he's probably gonna be stuck there. Probably really just gonna win the game without him anyways, let's be real. Okay, now I can start casting stuff for free. So Flage will just do some damage directly to the face, and there's no creatures on his field to remove. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, I don't really need to do much of anything else now, huh? Exactly am I supposed to do down here? I'll look at my quest log again. Okay, just explore the site. That's pretty vague. just casually explore and see what we find. Pretty vague. Oh, I honestly forgot I had this. If I have enough mana lying around, I can turn this into a 7/7. Alright, let's put down a wall of omens to hide behind, and yeah, just draw our next card. So it's a 2/3. Anyways, just pass turn. Yeah, I'll counter his thing he tried to play with Force Spike. And then we'll just use Palace Jailer to become the Monarch, and yeah, now we'll be drawing an extra card every turn. Okay, so this one's gonna resolve, but all I did was just make this, and yeah, it didn't really do much now, did it? We'll get to draw another card. Okay, there's a land that can produce red. I was really wondering what the hell that was. Gonna cast that as a 3/3. You gain life equal to its power when it enters. Okay. I could just do Parallax Wave, also, to sort of get rid of everything. Even if they only would be gone, like, temporarily, I don't really think the opponent's gonna get that many more turns at this point. I don't think they have, like, more than 2 turns. Unless they really just gain a lot of life, then possibly. Let's just attack for 7 here. And draw a card off of this land. I'll discard the Triome, and I'll just discard the other land. How many fake counters are left on this? Okay, there's still 1. I'll remove the last one to get rid of this untapped golem. Yeah, we don't even need the lightning bolt to finish him. Monster Manual. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield by tapping and paying 1 in the green. Cannot attack or block if an enchantment is in play. As the machine collapses to the ground in a heap of parts, several levers and gears come free from within its metal carapace. Perhaps these will be useful somewhere. Connect a gear from the golem to the lever. So what did that just do? A hidden room to your east opens. Oh, hidden treasure. Landscape sketchbook, Urza Saga. Okay, so this just would let me pick different basic lands to put in my deck. Summon Esper Valagarmanda. Never seen this one before. What does Balor do? Each mode needs to target a different player. So I'd only realistically be able to pick one of these. Whenever Balor attacks or dies, I can make my opponent draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards at random, sacrifice a non-token artifact, or do damage to the opponent equal to the number of cards in their hand. Night creatures you control have double strike. Don't think I'm gonna bother keeping any of these. Is this like a bunch of... yeah, it looks like a bunch of Urza's Saga. Yeah, pretty much. What's the rare? Greener Pastures. During each player's upkeep, if that player controls more lands than any other, the player puts a 1/1 green Saproling into play. So what was I actually supposed to do down here? Interact with an object or just defeat everybody inside? What was I supposed to do down here? I guess I'll defeat a few more constructs and go and just see what ends up happening. Or golems, I should say. Okay. I don't think I need to be too afraid of that. Cranial plating, I can't throw an Essence Scatter at that. I guess I'll go grab a Plateau off my Flooded Strand. I'll just remove this Cranial plating with this. Alright, so yeah, we already got that crown back. This should just be like really easy to clean up once again. Especially since he's struggling to find any other lands. Yeah, I still got him. Sure, he can turn that Mishra's Factory into a 2/2, but... yeah, he's still not able to even block. Okay, we're gonna keep this hand too. Oh, Walking Bulwark. I literally just found that like not even like 30 minutes ago, I believe. Anyways, we'll just pass. Guardian Idol comes into play tap, and it can easily just turn itself into a 2/2 artifact creature. Alright, let's play a Mountain. Dodecapod. Okay, it's just coming in as a 3/3. I'll just Source the Plowshares that thing away. Then I think I'll just do Flame Tongue Kafu, get rid of his other creature. When Howling Golem attacks or blocks, each player draws a card. And this just lets them search for a basic land. Another Wastes. I'll attack like this. Okay, I see. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, sure. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh, I forgot about Guardian Idol. Completely forgot about this thing. I still have this as a blocker here regardless, so I should be fine. Oh, Menace. I need at least 2 creatures to actually properly block in that case. Put 2 cards back. I'll just pass again. Yeah, just kill him with the flying creature. So Golem's Heart. Jade Statue. Forgotten Sentinel. Enters the battlefield tapped. Campus Guide and Double Vision. I wouldn't have to, like, potentially defeat everybody in here, right? To advance the quest line. I wouldn't have to beat everyone, right? Okay, I just made something, like, not actually happen, though. Yeah, we can just figure out exactly what we need to do down there. My gut is telling me defeat everybody that's inside. I think I'll just wait till a little bit later to actually do that. I'd rather save it for another day, but my gut feeling's telling me beat everybody inside.